Welcome to the source. Happy 5 Rhythms Day. Welcome to the Telecell Living podcast, The Source, your source of inspiration and good things. My name is Hannah Telecell, and this episode is dedicated to Gabrielle Roth, who founded the dance style and movement practice called 5 Rhythms. Gabrielle was born on February 4th, 1941 in San Francisco. After growing up with anorexia and depression, she took to dancing to trance music and lived in Europe, where she also practiced yoga. After she had hurt her knee both skiing in Germany and in an African dance class, she realized, contrary to her doctor's predictions, that her knee healed through dancing. Through experimental theater in New York City and through developing her own understanding of her healing process within Gestalt therapy and various philosophies, she came up with the 5 rhythms: flowing, staccato, chaos, lyrical, and stillness that she started teaching. With her own band called The Mirrors, she made her own music to dance to while guiding the dancers through these 5 rhythms. Each rhythm corresponds to a way of relating to the world, a season of our life, and a natural element, like Chinese medicine, but not exactly the same. Together they become a soul journey into understanding and aligning our inner powers. The rhythm flowing is the beginning of our life cycle and considered birth, being, and focus on our body. It deals with the feeling of fear and the natural element of earth. The rhythm staccato is our childhood, dealing with anger but becoming loving as a way to perceive ourselves in the world, with the focus on our heart and the element of fire. The rhythm chaos corresponds to a life season of puberty, where we deal with sadness and become knowing. Chaos is connected to our mind and the element of water, according to Gabrielle Roth. The rhythm lyrical is our maturity, where we are in a state of seeing and feeling joy with our soul in the element of air. And the rhythm stillness is the death, where we have found compassion and healing, realizing our spirit in the ether. When it comes to aligning the natural elements with our seasons of life, it's all a matter of perception and understanding. In Chinese medicine, the elements don't contain ether or air, but metal and wood instead. One can argue that it's a matter of process and alchemy, besides definitions of what can be perceived but not seen. To me, the element of air would correspond to our spirit, as in becoming inspired, while Chinese medicine thinks it's present in every natural element, and Gabrielle Roth thinks it in the ether. Regardless, it's a call to remember how we too are part of nature on various levels. By dancing to the 5 rhythms, we become more conscious of our body's cues and how we feel by exploring how we can move it differently together with the music, and through this experience different sensations. We do this by exploring small and big motions, upward reaching or down on the floor, by focusing on various parts of our bodies and letting it speak through these motions. All makes us more grounded individuals, more whole, and with a unity of body and spirit. We're putting our body in motion in order to still our mind. To Gabrielle Roth, dancing was always joined with an awareness of our spirit, inspired by shamanism, and a way to find ecstasy or a meditative state resembling trance, a way to sweat our prayers. To dance to the 5 rhythms, flowing, staccato, chaos, lyrical, and stillness, is referred to as a wave, and takes about an hour in a practice. She called dancing these rhythms a wave, to recognize that everything in nature can be perceived in patterns, waves, and rhythms, that she translated into movement. The music enables us to let it move our bodies, to let ourselves be moved, relaxing, letting go, and finding ourselves again. I personally have found a sense of liberation like what Gabrielle has described through clubbing a lot when I was younger to house and trance music, besides practicing West African dance and ecstatic dance. These dance styles enable us to break through the more rigid practices of traditional choreography and let us explore ways of improvising that can become different days, taking our emotions into our body and releasing them and any tensions, or simply letting our mood for the day inspire our movement and then transforming it back into bliss. I have too hurt my knee in my early 20s and have too been told back then that I would never be able to dance professionally again. Now I'm 55 and I'm still practicing various dance styles. If you'd like to experience dancing the 5 rhythms and learn more, they are practiced worldwide and can be found through the website 5rhythms.com. The next episode of Source Podcast will be on February 11th. Check in to see what we're celebrating then. Thanks for listening. Please rate, review, and subscribe for more life coaching tips. And remember, care about yourself, others, and Earth. Aloha!